Connies, it's your Queen Bee. So before this video starts, I have an announcement. Instead of just posting like every week on Thursdays to Fridays, I'm going to be posting every week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So that's 2 videos every week instead of just 1. So this video is going to be the first in a series that I'm going to be starting on my channel, and it's going to be called My Opinion on and then whatever. And it'll just be like a way of me telling you guys a little bit more about myself, and then in the comments you guys can tell me a little bit about yourselves, like what your opinions are on whatever topic I'm covering. It's just like a way of me like maybe connecting with you guys, because I feel like there is a little bit of a disconnect when you are on YouTube, and I'm not really a big channel. And I do want to kind of create a good environment for the subscribers I do have. So I want to make it a little bit more interactive for you guys. So whatever topic I'm covering, I want you guys to put your opinions down below. So this week's topic is music. So my family is like really big into music. I don't like saying famous, but I am related to some people who are like big in the music industry. What they do is like mostly country and gospel and like some of the oddball genres. So because of this, I will not like show you, you know, what they do or like their albums or anything, even though I have, I think, every single one of them except for maybe the newer ones. But I don't want to basically like write off of their fame, because I feel like that would be wrong, and I don't want people to just associate me with them and just only see me as someone being related to them. So I won't be like talking about them or like what they do in this video, even though it's about music. I will only be talking about like just basically my opinions on it and like what I do in music. But when I was little, I wanted to like have my own band, and I wanted to write my own songs, because obviously I look up to my family who does that, and I thought like that was so cool, and I was just like, I want to be exactly like them. And that's kind of how I got into music, but not exactly. So yeah, when I was little, I like used to write a bunch of songs, and I have them in my baby box, and they're so dumb, and obviously I won't show you them, but like I was like so proud of them, and I would always go up to my mom and be like, look at what I made, and she was like, what does this even say? Because like, you know, when you're 7, your handwriting's like garbage. I actually did write down like guitar chords that go with like the lyrics and everything. Like I made it exactly like a music sheet score, because I did want to be like legit, just kind of like my family, and I was just like, I want them to notice that, and they were like, aw. So like at a young age they encouraged me to do music, and that's how I was like, yeah, like I might be good at this. So other than those few people who are like, you know, more into the industry than everyone else, my family doesn't really like play any instrument or really like sing or anything. Except for me and my cousin, we are both in band. So speaking of band, I play the tenor saxophone, and I've played it from 5th grade to senior year. So that's like a long time, and I was with the same instrument for all that long. I also was in choir, but only for 5th grade. I had to quit because of medical reasons. I had tonsil stones. If you don't know what that is, I don't suggest looking them up, because they're really gross and like just disgusting. I hated them. I had to live with that like all my life except for like sophomore year I got them out. But it's like the worst thing ever. Like also like for some reason I only date guys who are like involved with music, like somehow. I've only dated people who are in the same band as me. Which is like kind of weird, but I mean, if you can play a musical instrument, I'm like attracted to that. So in my current relationship, my boyfriend now, he's played the same thing as me. We've been together since 5th grade to you know, this year obviously we played the same thing. And when I mean together, I mean like we've been in the same section. We are both tenor sax players, but he also plays bassoon, so like we've always sat next to each other. So I mean, I thought it was cute, and like that's it. So I'm not really talented at like making my own music, especially like on apps and everything. Like there's an app called GarageBand, and my friend Ian is like a professional at it, and he makes like good music all the time. So when we were together like dating, I asked him, I was like, hey, do you think you can make me an outro song? And he was just like, I mean, sure. And I was like, thank you. And he did, and you know, at the end of my videos you hear it. I call it Spring Jam. I can't remember what he called it. I think he just called it outro, but I was like, I want to give it like a fun name, and he was like, I mean, do whatever, and I'm like, cool. So I like credit him in my description, and I mean, like, he's just awesome, and like if he ever does like anything music wise, he would be like professional at it. So on Twitter I asked you guys some questions, and I have my phone right here, so if I'm looking at my phone I'm looking at my notes. I actually did not screenshot any of them. I just kind of wrote them down as I seen them. So what did you grow up listening to? I grew up listening to the band Godsmack and Panic at the Disco, and Cheap Tricks was like a really big one. I love Cheap Tricks like to death. I listened to like a bunch of like older stuff. What is your favorite band? So my favorite band is, I have two of them really, and it's really hard to pick like between them because one I've seen in concert and one I've known like since childhood, and well, both of them I've known since childhood, but one is like, it, you know, has some sentimental value to me. So I would have to say, like, out of the two, I would go with Cheap Tricks first because I did, you know, listen to them first, and then Panic at the Disco second. Who's your favorite singer? So I think my favorite singer is Brandon Urie, but if I had to go with like a newer person, I would have to go with, I'm really digging Billie Eilish right now. Like, she's like right there with like, you know, what I like. What is your favorite album? Probably Pretty Odd by Panic. Okay. What is your favorite genre? I'd have to say like older rock, like classical rock, and also like alternative rock, and probably just like metal and probably like the more emo stuff, I guess. Okay. What is your least favorite genre? I cannot stand, I absolutely hate country and I absolutely hate rap. Like, I'm so sorry, but if you like any of those two things, good on you. I don't know how you can listen to it, but I cannot. Like, I don't know how anyone can listen to that. It's like just bad. Do you use radio or aux cord? I would have to say I use both, because whenever I don't have my phone plugged in and I'm listening to radio, it's literally like listening to what's on my phone, because I listen to classical rock, and obviously like on my like car I have the channel always on classical rock. I would say I use both very, like, you know, evenly. Okay, so next question. Do you use Spotify or Pandora? I don't know how to work Spotify, so I do use Pandora. Like, that's the only thing I use. If I use my aux cord, I use that, and then also my music that I have bought. How do you pick out the sounds you use for TikTok? So, if you don't know, I do use TikTok. I'm on TikTok. But I just use, I mean, I don't know, I just kind of scroll through the For You page, and whatever I think is funny or like what I can like make a video to, I just kind of save that. Very rarely do I ever like go on to like the little main menu thing and like actually pick a song from there, mostly because I don't like the newer songs. Mostly I just type in something, and if it's like related to what I'm wearing or related to like the theme I'm going for, then I will pick that. But there's not really a rhyme or reason for like how I pick the songs I do or like the sounds or anything. Okay. What instrument can you play? So I can play the guitar, the tenor saxophone, the ocarina, a lap harp, and a regular harp, but I just own a lap harp. Would you ever want to do a career in music? Yes, but probably no. When I actually went to join the military for the army, you have to pick your MOS, which is your job, and I joined because I wanted to help people, and my recruiter was like, well, there's a job that you might really like, and it's like a band job. When I did go to sign up, I was kind of really wanting to pick that, but the job in my area was not available, and I really didn't want to travel that far from like my house. But that's pretty much it. So, to conclude this video, I'm just going to tell you that I love music and, like, everything about it. I listen to music, like, every day. I really hope that you guys, like, enjoyed this. I really hope that this is, like, a good format. And, let me know in the comments below, like, you know, what kind of music do you, like, listen to? Like, just, like, you can just, like, follow along, just, like, answer, like, any kind of questions that I did. I don't really remember what all I covered, but, yeah, just, like, tell me whatever, and I will, like, try to respond to all of them. I do try to respond to, like, comments and stuff. I mean, sometimes I get notifications, sometimes I don't. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you want to, and, you know, obviously comment down below anything, and, follow my TikTok, my Twitter, and my Instagram. I mostly post on Instagram. I will probably make more questions for Twitter, on the next topic. I will try to keep these topics weekly, but I don't know if, like, every week I should do a topics video, because that might get old, and, like, I don't want to wear it out. So, just let me know what you guys want. because honestly I'm just doing this for you guys. I mean that, and plus I'm like bored, honestly. Tell me if you guys like the setup. Like, I have another couch and I have like other areas I can go. I just was like feeling lazy, and there's a guy outside mowing. I think he stopped now finally, but like earlier it was very loud. And I think that's it. So, without further ado, thanks for stopping by. Love you.